Good morning. It is Monday, May 13th, 2019. Well, almost said 2009. It is 6:28 a.m. Pacific time. Got about 2 minutes till cash open. What you're looking at here is the daytradr, Jigsaw daytradr platform. These are price ladders or order books. And just really quick, moving left to right. We got a little bit of time, so I'm not in a huge rush. But all the way over here on the left is Ultra Bond. That's the symbol UB. We got the ZV, which is the T-Bond, 30-year. Right here in the middle, we have the 5-year T-Note. And then right here we have, this is the ZN, this is the 10-year T-Note. And then all the way over here on the right is the ES, which is the E-mini S&P. And this typically acts as an inverse correlation to these other products over here. And that is why I have it up on the screen. You're about to see cash open. You can see kind of the price action picking up a little bit. One thing I just want to say real quick is that been sitting here watching this for about 10 minutes, and overnight high is typically a place where you get some pushback, and prices just blew right through that. So that could be very indicative of the kind of day we are going to have. Just saying, we're collecting clues. Collecting clues, that's what we do, and that's a clue. It's a big clue for me that zero resistance blowing through that level. So this could be an interesting day. Bias is definitely on the buy side right now. If you want more information about this platform, I would just Google Jigsaw daytradr. There's plenty of stuff out there. They have a YouTube channel. There's also a gentleman, John Grady from No BS Daytrading. He has a YouTube channel. Some really great videos that teach you how to trade it. I don't teach how to trade it. All I do is show my trades and maybe allow you to compare what you're doing to what I'm doing, and vice versa. And hopefully I get some good feedback from you guys. And it also helps me keep myself in check as an accountability tool. Okay, so anyway, moving on. So what happened on the overnight? This is probably the only time I'll look at a chart, but I'm going to bring it over right now. So we opened yesterday actually in a gap up scenario, and then we've been went sideways for a while, and then it's been bid ever since. And you could see shaping up to be a nice trend day. Popped up over previous high, came back down to support right here, and then kept going higher. And we're going to look for probably, what is that, 9.5, 10 even as support for additional move higher. Right around in this area, which should be the overnight high. So if we see continued weakness over here in the E-mini in equities, once this give it the first at least 15 minutes of cash open, if not longer, to kind of settle out and pick a direction, at least initial direction, and go from there. But that's kind of what the chartists would be looking at for a support for a move higher. If not, then we're looking at yesterday's high, this volume profile, and the step. We'd have to see something pretty significant down there. Okay, next thing is looking at the economic calendar. Nothing. There's a couple of auctions at 8:30 a.m. Pacific time. Keep an eye out for that. might have some impact. There are the 6-month bill auction and a 3-month bill auction, but otherwise we have consumer inflation expectations, but that's not really a mover. Otherwise, no real announcements. So real quick, areas of interest, overnight high acting as support. That's the key right now. That would be 1. Let's see, again, yesterday's high, or this the bottom of this profile. This kind of held for a few tries during the overnight, or the overnight low. It's kind of the areas that we would be looking to engage the market. That looks like the trade war is still on, so we have to be wary of that. Anything could happen at any time. Keep your stop losses. Don't necessarily need to keep them close. I would trade half your lot size that you normally trade, and maybe give yourself a couple extra ticks, but definitely keep a stop loss in place, because this thing can just take off and rip your face off for sure. Other than that, we're just sort of watching. Again, this is just too early in the day, too early in the session to really kind of know what's going on, unless you just want to pick along and counting on that trend to continue. So we're just sort of watching right now. Give it at least another 10 minutes or so. Just wait for things to kind of cool off a little bit. See if the equity market's going to shake off all this trade bullshit. So I came over here to trade the to trade the 30-year, because there's a bit of a momentum trade. I saw the buyers stepped up pretty significantly over here in the 10-year, and the 30-year is still pretty far off the highs. So I came over here to jump in on this, just in anticipation that it would play catch up. But if it doesn't go pretty quickly, I'll have to take it off. Because the 30-year is definitely a momentum instrument for me. I mean, obviously I could have bought the 10-year at the highs of the day, or the current highs. But I always frown from that. I figured that everybody kind of knows over here, observes that there's a lot of catch-up that can happen. Like, look at the Ultra Bond, look how far off the highs they are. Normally you'd like to see all these products right at the same level, all pushing the highs. Sellers are really absorbing a lot of the buying at this level. It's not good. Doing it over there too. A little early in the day to be engaging, I think. Sit here and tell myself I'm going to wait, at least till first 15 minutes of the market, and then end up jumping into something. Kind of a, I guess what you'd call like a before she goes trade. Not my favorite at all. Not a fan. So fixed income are definitely oscillating products. They will, typically mean regression. They regress to the mean wherever the point of control is. So in this case, in the 10-year, it's all the way down here. That's probably the most high percentage trade, high probability trade, is to see if it'll regress back to the mean. You definitely have to trade the 30-year a little bit different than you trade the 10-year. Yeah, I might be in trouble on this one. Should have taken it off when I had a chance. Might just be a little early on this, that's all. Keep an eye over here on the overnight high. See if we get some buyers to step up here. Just couldn't get through that level, so I'll take it off. I'll reassess and see what else is going on. Of course. As soon as I take it off, it pops right through. Look at that. Of course. So just sitting here thinking about what I said during the intro, and I talked about how 11 and 9.5, no, I said 10 and 9.5 would be acting as support. Didn't quite get down there. We got down to the overnight high. This got bought up pretty aggressively. That would have been a really nice trade. It took a little bit of heat, but the fact that it didn't fall in all the way down to 0302. Thinking about fading this down. See if we can get this to drop back in. Oi! Come on, push it down. Let's go. Ten-years dropping in. Five-years dropping in. Let's go. Start attacking. There you go. That didn't pull off, though. Really want to see that pull off. Let's see. Hit down into that. Let's see if this thing pulls off. Only one tick, unfortunately. We had orders hit down into this 10 level, and that did not pull off at all, so that just made me really nervous. This is probably a riskier trade. Looking for this to pop the highs. Buyers have not been shy today, so it's not implausible. But basically just bought the high of the day. So we come on, you got to push through that. Five-year, 10-year making new highs. Here we go, 500 up, 400 up. Come on. Come on. Took one off at 2 ticks. Come on, push it. kind of stalled out here. I don't know if I should just pull this one off, cover it right here, push the highs by 2 ticks. Okay, covered that. It's good for 3. Maybe if the 30-year drops in down to the overnight high, somewhere in this range, might look at a continuation higher. Looks like the fade's starting to kick in, fade trade. So it's 7:08 a.m. Pacific time. It's time to kind of walk away, regroup, and be a little selective, a little bit more selective. Yeah. Don't know if we'll see continuing weakness in equities. Like I said, I think you definitely get a lot of dip buying. So if we do get a retest of lows over there, I think people just buy it right back up, just like what you just saw a couple of minutes ago. So that would probably calm markets a tiny bit. But yeah, I'm gonna go get some more coffee and just observe. If some other opportunity comes up, I'll get back on the mic. Otherwise, I'll probably just cut this video off.